From the Ohio State Bar Association, this is Law You Can Use. A conversation with Justin Flam about civil job protections for members of the military under the 1994 law, Uniformed Services Employment and Reemployment Rights Act. What types of military service are covered by the Act?
The federal statute that covers military leave and employment is very broad. It uses the term uniformed services, which includes what you'd expect, Army, Air Force, Marines, but it also includes things like the Coast Guard or the National Guard. And it would also cover reserve service as well as active duty. One misconception I do hear from time to time is that if employees volunteer for service that they would not be covered, and that's simply not the case. About the only way that you would not be covered by the Act is if you are dishonorably discharged.
What protections does this provide for employees?
The primary protection is reemployment. For a period of up to 5 years, your employment is protected under most situations, which means, as a practical matter, that your employer needs to hold your job open for you. Now, there are some exceptions to that, but that's the general rule under USERRA. There are also benefit protections, such as health care and pension plan issues, that are also covered, and in many cases, you'll be treated when you return to work as though you'd been working there continuously despite the time you were away for military service.
Explain the escalator principle.
It's a central feature of this area of the law. The term actually dates back to World War II in a case that made it all the way up to the United States Supreme Court. It was an employee who'd been away serving in World War II and came back and wanted his job back, and in fact wanted a promotion that he said he would have received had he not gone away to fight in the war. And what the U.S. Supreme Court said was that this employee did not step off of the seniority escalator simply because he was away fighting in the war. The concept has been incorporated into the current statute, which is a much newer statute, but in some cases, employees actually are promoted despite the fact that they have not been working that time that they've been away in military service. If you can show with reasonable certainty that you would have received a promotion if not for the fact that you were away in military service, you might be able to obtain that promotion upon your return to work, which is all protected by the statute.
Does this act impose any obligations on employees?
There are certain obligations that employees do have to follow, but they are definitely more limited than the obligations on employers. For example, employees have to give advance notice to the employer, if at all possible, of the fact that they're going to be away on military service. When the military service ends, there are also certain requirements as far as what employees have to do if they want to get their jobs back. Depending on the length of their service, they may have a certain period of time to reapply for their job if they intend to come back to work.
What if an employer violates the Act?
Employees have two primary options. They can make a complaint with the Department of Labor, which will then conduct an investigation into the situation. The other option employees have is to file a private lawsuit with an attorney that they would hire of their own choice to pursue a claim under the statute. An employer who violates USERRA can be subject to monetary damages in terms of wages that an employee might lose if he's not reinstated, if he or she is not reinstated. You could also obtain a court order as an employee demanding that you be reinstated into the position that you should have been put back into upon your return from service. There's no provision in the statute for punitive damages, but there is a provision that allows damages to be doubled if they are shown.
Details on this and other business-related legal topics are in the new edition of Legal Basics for Small Business, which is now available through the Ohio State Bar Association at ohiobar.org/legalbasics.